Okay, good day, students. From my students in Crim 101, Theories on Crime Causation. Also to my students in CLJ 100, Introduction to Philippine Criminal Justice System. Good day again. I will be your instructor for this subject. I believe that some of you wala pa naka-orientation with me. Okay, but since due to the weather, okay, so there are suspension of classes and I don't day to be wasted. That's why I'm making this video for you to be oriented in my class and for us to be able to discuss the university VMGO. Okay, so that mas madali lang i-digest sa inyo yung university VMGO because that will serve as your first recitation. Okay, so first, yung iba hindi ko pa na-inform with regards to my rules, classroom policies, and regulations. So this will also serve as your orientation. Okay, so again, we will talk about the class policies, your grading system, your seating arrangement, and class requirements. Okay, so my classroom rules, if you are late for 15 minutes, again, you are considered absent. Especially if I am already discussing, unless the weather is not good again for that day. Okay? Exempted na lang na siya if the weather is not really good. Kung malate, okay? Okay na lang na siya. But as much as possible, you as students should not be late in class. Dapat yan ay early mo so that you will be able to assess your classroom if it is clean. Next, in my class, I always require my students to wear wide V-neck. Okay, plain wide V-neck, dili round neck. Miss, pwede ba ang polo shirt? Pwede ang polo shirt as long as it is plain. Walay print. Okay? Walay print. Next, ako lang ang naikatungod ng Bisaya. Okay? All of you are required to speak both English or Filipino language only. Okay? This will help you na ma-express ninyo inyong sarili in these languages. Because in the future, when you apply for a job, okay, you will be required to speak in these languages. And the people will usually see your capability if you are good at expressing yourselves in these languages. So starting from now, we will practice that. Okay? Next, I am very strict with the classroom tidiness and cleanliness. I will not start the class unless your room is clean. Your chairs are arranged. Next, you have to be aware of the proper etiquette. Okay, so ano ba yung proper etiquette? No to bullying tayo. Okay, walang bullying na dapat na mangyari. And at all times, you respect one another. You greet your instructors. Okay, greeting of your instructors. Kaysa lang po. Not multiple times a day na makita niyo sila. Kaysa lang is enough. Okay, the use of gadgets are regulated. But it doesn't mean that all the times pwede kang magamit sa iyong smartphones, sa iyong gadgets. It only means to say, allowed lang ka if you are told so. Okay, if I had given you an instruction na you can use your smartphone for internet browsing, you can. But if there are no instructions at all, then it is prohibited. You are not allowed to use it. Kaya I will be preparing my PowerPoint presentations from time to time, and you are not allowed to take photographs of my PowerPoint presentation. What you're going to do is to have your own notebook for this subject matter. That notebook, again, will serve as one of your requirements. Submission of outputs. Okay, that's outputs will only be accepted within deadlines. If I had given you the deadline, wala na yun siya ang deadline. Unless maghatag og another instruction nga extended ang atoang deadline. Cheating / copying other homework is strictly prohibited. Okay, it is a grave offense. Next, if you have 5 consecutive, magkasunod-sunod, or cumulative, kahit hindi magkakasunod-sunod na absences, as long as a total of 5, you will be dropped in this subject. And reading in advance is a must. Okay, every time we will have our discussion, you will be asked some questions, okay, regarding to the lessons. So if you didn't read, you will not be able to answer me. And if you cannot answer me, you will remain standing for the rest of the class. Okay? Or for the rest of our time. So let's prevent that from happening. And you should be able to read in advance. Okay, now for our grading system, quiz will be 20%, recitation is 20% together with the performances if there are any, requirement 10%, attendance 10%, and major examinations is 40%, a total of 100%. Okay, we will have our seating arrangement. I believe that some sections have their seating arrangement already. The basis will be the attendance. That will be your permanent seating arrangement. If you are not on your chair, you will be considered absent. Okay, now for the class requirement, all of you is required to wear a name tag with your first name on it, first name and last name on it, or maybe vice versa, last name and first name, as long as I'll be able to read it. Okay, it should be readable. Notebook, again, you will produce your own notebook for this subject matter, which will be checked every prelim, midterm, and finals. Paper, if we will have our quiz, our worksheets, okay, you are not allowed to ask papers from your classmates. You must have your own paper. You must have your own ball pen. Okay, writing materials. Now, for the digital portfolio, you must be able to know and navigate the Google Drive. Okay, in your Google Drive, you have to make your own folder. I will send to you the template of the folder. And inside that folder will be your quizzes, worksheets, assignments, researches, exams, okay, photos or scanned images of those activities that you have accomplished in our class. Okay, also your examinations, your prelim, midterm, and final examinations must be in your digital portfolio. Okay, you will do the scanning after checking. Okay, after the checking and after na mo siya ma-record. Okay, so let's have a run of the university vision, mission, goals, objectives, core values, and so on. Right? So before we start, ano ba ibig sabihin ng university vision? Okay? So when we say vision, it only means to say to see, right? To see, the ability to see. Ayan. So it is how the university would like to see itself in the future. So ano ba yung pananaw ng university sa kanyang sarili in the future? So the university vision is a university of excellence, innovation, and inclusion. Right? So himay-himayin natin. A university of excellence. So when we say excellence, it is a university na merong outstanding feature or outstanding quality. Okay, that it will be distinct, it will be popular in the future, like those popular universities that we have already. Okay, dapat mantay tayo sa mga ganitong university. So, paano maipapakita ng isang university ang pagkakaroon ng outstanding feature or etong excellence? Okay? How? By giving its clients what they deserve. Sino ba yung clients ng university? It's the students. It's the employees. So what do these students, what do you deserve? You deserve high quality education. You deserve top-notch education. So in order to provide that to you, you are given academic programs. You are provided with your own classrooms, with your own building, right? We have our own CJE building. You are provided with laboratory equipments that will give you the experience, the real life experience of what kind of job or what kind of career you will have in the future. Okay? So the employees are us, the faculty member, the staffs. Okay? So what do the employees deserve? So the employee deserve also competitive wages and benefits, right? So if you have enough, if you are given the enough salary, you will be motivated to do your work better. If you are given the privileges that you deserve, you will learn to love the institution where you belong. Okay? So we have a university of innovation. Ayan, innovation. When we say innovation, it is a new method, a new idea, or a new product. So the university would also like to promote a culture of innovation, right? So how can a culture of innovation be promoted? Through teaching methods, okay? The university would like to encourage its faculty to use new approaches in teaching students. That's why we are provided with technology, internet, screen, TVs, ayan, computers, so that we can also promote with, we can also we can also give you the advancement, okay, or these innovative approaches that you deserve. Ayan. So in research practices, problem solving approaches, We should be innovative. We should be able to search new ways on how to solve our problems. Okay, so again, when we say innovation, it encourages creativity. Yan. Creativity and exploration, of course. Exploration of new knowledge in order for us to solve whatever challenges we have. Next is inclusion, right? A university of inclusion. So when we say inclusion from the word included, where this university respects diversity. Kapag sinabing diversity, every people in the community is a variety of differences. Ibig sabihin, iba't iba tayo ng pinanggalingan. We are different when it comes to economic status, gender, family background, ethnicities, etc. Right? But the university would like to promote a welcoming environment among everyone. Okay? Gusto niyang i-ensure na everyone has the equal opportunity to succeed or to participate. Okay? So, walang karapatan yung university, i-decline ka kung gusto mong mag-aral dito as long as you are qualified. Okay, walang karapatan yung university i-decline ka just because iba yung political affiliation mo. It shouldn't be like that. Okay, again, one of the vision or goal of the university is inclusion. Everyone is included. Okay, so in short, these are the identities that our university would like to be known of. But how can the university achieve these identities? Paano ng university natin ma-achieve ang identity? Of course, it should be through university mission. Meron tayong tatlong university mission. The first one is to elevate knowledge generation, utilization, and distribution. Yan. So, knowledge generation, isa sa aim ng university ay makapag-contribute or makapag-generate ng mga makabagong kaalaman. Okay? Also, not just create new knowledge, but in making sure that this new knowledge or these new ideas are being shared or are being put into good use. Na dapat itong mga ideas na to ay gagamitin sa tamang pamamaraan. Okay? So, yan yung ibig sabihin natin with the word utilization. Distribution naman, we should be able to share it to other people, to the community, to other organization, because they might benefit from this knowledge that you created. Okay? Next, number 2, we have to promote inclusive, sustainable development through research and extension-based, higher quality education, technical vocational skills, responsive to the needs of local and global community. Ayan. So, to promote inclusive, sustainable development. When we say sustainable development, okay, if we talked about our environment, it is making sure that every one of us currently, now we are able to meet our needs na hindi natin nako-compromise yung needs ng future generation. Okay? Again, ibig sabihin, we are given enough food, we are given enough water, shelter, na pagdating naman ng mga ng future generation, they will also be given the same. They will also be given enough for them to survive. Ayan. So it is a selfless act in which we think of the future generation before using what we have today. Okay? So how does it relate to researches and higher quality education? So example, the university will conduct researches on renewable energy sources that are accessible to everyone, especially those who are underserved communities. Okay? Underserved, in the undeserved, underserved, those who are not given the the resources that they deserve. So number three, we have to produce holistic, creative, and inclusive human resource which are responsive and resilient to global challenges while maintaining a strong sense of nationhood. Okay? So our university, our school would like to prepare you, the students, na in facing complex problems or ito tinatawag ng global challenges. Ano ba example ng global challenges na meron? Poverty, global warming, ayan, ano pa, health crisis, economy crisis, that we, the students, us, the employee, would be a part of the solutions and not part of the complex challenges. Okay? That you as a student, you will be able to help in addressing these global challenges. Okay? So, despite of the problems that we might be facing, dapat meron pa din daw tayong na strong sense of nation na kung ano man yung nangyayari sa politics natin ngayon, we still remain to devote or to give devotion to our country. Ayan. We must always show our love to our country. So how can we show the love to our country? By helping its people, that's one way. By keeping the environment clean, that's another way. By carrying out our traditions para hindi siya mawala. Okay? By doing so, you contributed, ayan, to contributed to the development and sustainability of our country. We have core values. Ayan. Kapag sinabing core values, ibig sabihin fundamental beliefs ng isang tao or principle ng isang tao in order to guide his or her behavior. Okay, so just like people, the university has its core values as well to keep it reminded on how and paano ba mag-act. Now we have number one, God-centered and humane. Okay, God-centered and humane. The university would like to remind itself how important spirituality is and compassion towards other people. Okay? So again, our school, nire-recognize niya that every one of us has dignity at meron tayong worth. So by recognizing the dignity and worth of everyone, the school will be able to conduct like services learning programs kung saan yung mga students, they can be engaged in community services. And that reflects compassion. Yan. So number two, we have critical and creative thinking. It only means to say that the university would like to teach its students to analyze carefully every informations that may come to them. Ayan. So, a student, someone in this institution must know what informations are useful or not, and also in making decisions, you have to know how to evaluate first your evidences. Weigh the depth, okay? Timbangin mo ng maigi before you give your final decision to a matter. Next, we have disciplined and competent. Of course, when we say discipline, it is being obedient to the rules and regulations, to the laws. Ayan. And discipline also, pagkakaroon ng self-control. Ayan. Because if you have this discipline, you will you will be able to achieve your goal. You will foster commitment to whatever your goal is. Now, competent, it only means to say that you students must be equipped with the necessary skills that you needed for the future, okay, or the necessary ability that you needed for your chosen fields. So if you choose to be a law enforcer, you must have the basic ability to be a law enforcer. If you choose to be a teacher, you must be able to know how to teach, how to express yourself so very well, so that your students will be able to understand you as well. Okay, now we have committed and collaborative. One of the negative traits that we have as Filipinos is yung pagiging over-enthusiastic quitter. Okay, what do we mean by that? What do we mean by over-enthusiastic quitter? In Tagalog, we call it askugon, wherein you are committed to a work at first, you are very enthusiastic at the beginning, but as the time pass by, as the day goes by, hindi mo matapos-tapos yung ginawa mo. Or wala na, nawalan ka na ng gana. Or kung sa Bisaya pa, maayo ra sa sugod. Right? So our school would like to erase, to change negative trait, and is promoting commitment and collaborative. Okay? So when we say committed, ayan. So our university is promoting commitment to your work, to your homework, whatever it is that you wanted be done, regardless of the challenges you're facing or regardless of the societal challenges. Another one is collaborative. Okay? So, paano ba promote yung collaboration in this institution? Example, some of the faculty members and students are collaborating on research projects. Yan. So, by that, by showing collaboration, it shows also a sense of belongingness. Ayan. So, babalik tayo ngayon sa ating vision, which is inclusivity, inclusion to everyone. Next is resilient and sustainable. Ayan, resilient. Ibig sabihin, if you have problem, kapag resilient ka, you are able to bounce back from the problem immediately. Madali mong nasosolve yung iyong problema. Ayan. So resilient and sustainable, it promotes adaptability. If you are easily adapted to a situation, okay, madali kang nakakapag-adjust, madali mong masosolve yung problems mo, And also, if you are resourceful, everything will be easy for you. Yan, sustainable, environmentally conscious, ayan yung gusto i-uphold ng ating university. Okay, next we have graduates outcomes. Okay, from the word itself, graduate outcomes. Okay, so 4 years from now or 5 years from now, you be graduates. Okay, and if you are one of the graduates, you are expected that you are already equipped with the skills and knowledge to engage in researches. Ayan yung number one. So, a graduate should be research-oriented and innovative. Okay? So, if you are asked by your boss, kapag nakapasok ka na ng trabaho to conduct a research activity, hindi na siya new to you because you had it already when you were in your undergrad or when you were studying. Number two is empowered with sense of professionalism. So again, if you are a graduate of this university, you are expected to have professionalism. So professionalism, it only means to say that you have the quality such as integrity. Okay? So if you are a law enforcer, it is very important na meron kang integrity, na hindi ka basta-basta sway into corruption. Yan. You have the ability to stay away from corruption. Accountability, na hindi naman tayo perfect. So, kapag merong pagkakamali man na nagawa, you learn to accept the responsibility from it. Okay? You learn to accept criticism from other people and use those criticism to improve yourself. And commitment to continuous learning. So it doesn't mean that graduate ka na, you will stop from learning. Every day is a continuous process of learning. Okay, so number three, ICT enabled. Alright, ICT, ibig sabihin, information and communication technology enabled. You must be proficient in ICT, in technology. Whatever job, whatever career you wanted to have, dapat talaga if proficient ka sa technology. Number four, effective communicator. Right? So, as graduates, kasi nga graduate ka na, ibig sabihin nakapagtapos ka na ng pag-aaral. So, you are expected to possess strong communication skills. Hindi lang verbal as well as written skills. Okay? So, if you can articulate your ideas very well, if you can convey informations effectively, okay, mas you will be heard by the people around you, di ba? Mas makikinig sila sa iyo pag magaling kang magsalita. Number five, endowed with Filipino and universal values. You should, despite or in spite of everything that you may achieve in life sa future, you should always respect your Filipino culture. Ayan. So, example ng mga Filipino cultures, meron tayong our respect to elders, helping our family members, and exercising and passing our traditions down to the future generations. And those are the ways on how we honor our Filipino cultures. Okay, now institute goals. Our institute is FGBM, Faculty of Governance, Business and Management. For number one, to create a vibrant environment by providing ample classroom facilities, laboratory equipment, and apparatus to enrich instructional materials. Yan. So, in order to achieve the mission, kaya merong institute goals. The FGBM, ayan, provide tayo ng maaliwalas na classroom environment. Meron tayong sariling facilities natin. Meron tayong mamahaling laboratory equipments and apparatus that we should take care. Yan. Para mas magiging enthusiastic yung ating learnings. Mas magiging maganda yung instructional experience for you as students. So, number one, it is, it fits to the 3 programs in this institution. Okay, number two, this is the BSBA. Okay, for the BSBA, to produce technically competent and globally competitive hoteliers and restaurateurs by nurturing, and I'm sorry, this is for HM. Ayan, this is for HM pala, for hospitality management. Ayan, if I'm not wrong. Okay, sustaining a renowned level of skills-based training and research-based development in the hospitality and tourism sector. Of course, that's their goal. So yung goal nila to be competent, and most of them, ang future na gustong tahakin is to go abroad, to show their competitiveness abroad. Most of them, although not all of them, but usually yun yung magiging goal nila. So, because that's already their goal, that's why they studied that degree. The institute would like to produce someone that really has the ability to be a renowned hoteliers and restaurateurs. Number 3, to generate adequately skilled and technical knowledgeable law enforcers who are proficient in law enforcement and in the field of criminalistics. Ayan. So, ito yung para sa atin. Okay. So, yung students, our goal here is to be law enforcers. Ayan. So, aside from becoming a law enforcers, we also have the opportunity to be forensic technicians, examiners. Ayan. Kaya nga meron kayong subject na forensics. Okay? So, we should also be inclined to that. Kasi kapag magaling ka dyan, kung hindi ka naman nabigyan ng opportunity sa law enforcement, meron ka pang other ways in order to to be successful. Ayan. So, dapat proficient, hindi lang dahil nakagraduate. Dapat meron kang necessary skills and understanding of the law. Ayan. Number 4, ethical and globally qualified professionals equipped with reasonable managerial, financial, and entrepreneurial skills. Ito naman is for the BSBA. Ayan, ito yung fit sa kanila. They are being honed, they are being shaped to be a qualified professional, not just locally, but also internationally. Okay, so program educational objectives, meron tayong 3. Ayan, eto naman sa program natin. Specific objectives natin. Ayan, so the BS Criminology program shall have the following outcomes. Number 1, foster the values of leadership, integrity, accountability, and responsibility while serving their fellow men, community, and country. Okay, foster, ibig sabihin, encourage, promote, yung value ng leadership. So if you are the ones who will enforce the law, you should also be a good leader. Okay? And a good leader is also a good follower. So you should also be the model on how to obey the rules so that your followers will also follow or obey the regulations. Kasi kung ikaw leader pero hindi mo naman in-obey or fina-follow yung rules, anong tawag sa'yo? You will be called hypocrite. Diba? Ito yung sinasabi natin, walk the talk. Huwag lang puro salita. Okay, gawin mo kung ano man yung mga sinasabi mo. Gawin mo kung ano man yung gusto mong gawin ng iba. Ayan. Integrity, ayan, sabi ko nga, integrity, ito yung you are always upholding your good values despite of temptations. That you will not be swayed from bribery. Dapat hindi ka madaling makorap. Ayan. Accountability, we're done with that. Responsibility, kasama yan ang pagiging accountable. Ayan. While serving your fellow men, the community, and also the country. Our program also would like to prepare the students for career in crime prevention, law enforcement, scientific crime detection, and correctional administration. Okay. So, ito yung mga field na pwede nating pasukan in the future. So, if that's the field that we are associated with, then we should be prepared. Number three, encourage research and inquiry on the nature, causes, treatment, or punishment of criminal behavior and how criminal justice agencies respond to crime, criminals, and victims. Okay? So, yung pagiging criminologist pala, hindi lang siya paghawak ng baril, hindi lang siya pag-enforce ng law, ayan, mga brave na gawain. It is also more on research about the causes of criminality. Bakit siya promote sa atin? Because it is very essential na maintindihan natin kung ano man yung root cause ng criminality. If you are able to understand it deeply, mas nagiging compassionate ka towards criminals. Okay? Mas nagsusoften yung feelings mo towards them. And mas nagiging strong yung kagustuhan mo to rehabilitate them rather than to punish them. Ayan. Okay, so that's it for today. I hope that you are able to memorize these because if we will have our class tomorrow, okay, Friday, that is February 2, until tomorrow lang po magpa-recitation. Okay? You still have time and konti lang po ito. Right? So see you tomorrow. Goodbye.